Welcome to the Midland Odessa 5-Year Regionally Coordinated Transportation Plan video. Over the past few months, the Midland Odessa Urban Transit District and its consultant team have been exploring how to best address the transportation needs of the Permian Basin and Far West Texas through preparation of the 5-Year Regionally Coordinated Transportation Plan. The project focuses on identifying service gaps and inefficiencies in the regional transportation network, with the goal of finding ways to fill those gaps and eliminate inefficiencies. You and your neighbors have shared your feedback with us through surveys and comments, and we've used that input to identify key transportation challenges and recommend strategies to address those challenges. Some of the most frequent comments we heard had to do with lack of access to long-distance transportation, especially for those of you who live in a rural county and must travel to a neighboring county or urban area to access medical care, either because of limited availability or cost. We also discovered there is a knowledge gap about some of the transportation services available, either because the information is difficult to find or there is a misperception about who can use the service. We developed a series of 21 recommendations based on what you told us and an assessment of the existing transportation service network in the region. These recommendations are divided into 4 main categories: improving access to long-distance transportation options, improving access to service information and raising awareness of public transportation, improving access to transportation services, and improving infrastructure to enhance mobility. The first category, improving access to long-distance transportation services, seeks to address barriers to long-distance travel, such as from a rural county to an urbanized area, such as Midland, Odessa, or El Paso. Recommendations under this category include investigating income-based ride subsidies for Greyhound and All Aboard America for trips linking outlying communities with Midland, Odessa, and El Paso. This would help offset the cost of trips for eligible individuals. Considering the introduction of once or twice weekly van service linking outlying communities not served by Greyhound or All Aboard America with Midland, Odessa, and El Paso. This would address long-distance travel needs that are not effectively being met. Developing formal agreements governing passenger travel between outlying communities and Midland, Odessa, and El Paso. Doing so would detail how rural providers could operate in urbanized areas to provide more effective connectivity. Developing more effective travel coordination between TRAX and Easy Rider by designating central TRAX pickup locations served by Easy Rider in Midland and Odessa for individuals traveling outside of the urbanized area, such as to the VA Medical Center in Big Spring. The second category, improving access to service information and raising awareness of public transportation, addresses challenges related to the lack of knowledge about local public transportation options. Recommendations under this category include redesigning service information materials, such as brochures, websites, etc., for programs such as TRAX and All Aboard America. Doing so would ensure all necessary information is included and presented effectively. Preparing and implementing an 18 to 24-month marketing plan with a goal of establishing and maintaining public awareness of all transportation services available within the region. Addressing confusion regarding All Aboard America service information, especially fare information and pickup points. All Aboard America does not currently identify exact pickup locations or its fares on its website. Introducing a single toll-free number for TRAX ride reservations in all counties, as inconsistent information is available in TRAX brochures and online. Creating a one-stop call center covering the 22-county region, inclusive of an online platform where you can view all transportation services available in a county or region. The third category, improving access to transportation services, identifies opportunities to adjust existing programs or introduce new programs to address the region's needs overall. Since several of these recommendations call for the introduction of a new service or program, they may take longer to implement, as additional funding may need to be identified. Recommendations under this category include addressing misperceptions regarding TRAX eligibility. Many people we spoke with believed TRAX was only for seniors or persons with disabilities, not the general public. Resolving the TRAX driver shortage, which impacts service availability and capacity. Developing and maintaining a travel training program, which helps individuals learn how to use public transportation. Investigating opportunities for possible partnerships with transportation network companies such as Uber or Lyft, especially in Ector or Midland counties, as a means of enhancing evening and weekend mobility. Developing more effective coordination between transportation providers and healthcare providers, focusing on appointment times and awareness of travel limitations of ride-dependent patients. Investigating creation of a volunteer driver program, especially in rural counties, which could supplement track service. Offering ADA paratransit service between Midland and Odessa. This would include direct service to the Odessa VA clinic as well, which is currently only served by the Easy Rider Connect and Odessa paratransit services. Implementing improvements to the Easy Rider system identified within its comprehensive operation analysis to enhance access to the transit service in Midland and Odessa through extended service hours and mobility on demand areas. Considering introduction of a local demand response service by the City of Andrews. Finally, the fourth category, improving infrastructure to enhance mobility, looks at the improvements that can be made to the physical environment. These recommendations include enhancing bus stop amenities within the Easy Rider service area by adding benches and shelters. Ensuring bus stops within urbanized areas are accessible to persons using mobility devices such as scooters or wheelchairs. This also includes making sure the path to the bus stop is accessible with sidewalks, curb ramps, etc. Encouraging rural communities to provide sidewalks and other bicycle or pedestrian facilities and infrastructure to facilitate mobility for those who utilize non-motorized transportation within their home county. Do you have any comments about any of these recommendations that you'd like to send us? We'd love to hear from you. Simply visit the project website at www.westtxtransportationplan.com and send us your comment through the Contact Us page. Thanks for your participation.